What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here, and Crucible players got some really good news from Bungie today. So if you've been playing Crucible, specifically the Iron Banner last week, you may have noticed that there has been a ton of lag, a ton of matchmaking with red bar connections and people warping all over the place. Just awful lag in the Iron Banner and in Crucible in general. Well, today we got a tweet from Bungie telling us to check their blog out. We went to the blog and we got a message that in the Crucible playlist, specifically in Control, there will be a test done to reduce the amount of skill-based matchmaking in the Crucible. So this test is going to run in Control at first. It's going to start on the afternoon of Wednesday, July 6th. That's today, so it should be happening any time now. So it's going to be a real good time to go into Control, go take a look at how well the patch seems to be working. Hopefully it makes some big improvements. Now, Derek Carroll had this to say: when the new settings are applied, players at the extreme ends of the skill curve, you probably know who you are, should see shorter matchmaking times. Connection quality is still the primary search criteria. The changes we're implementing will make playlists more responsive to the overall composition of the player population. As matchmaking times shorten, you may encounter players across a wider range of skill. So it definitely seems like they're pulling back on skill-based matchmaking. I doubt it's going away, but hopefully they are making connection more of a priority than it is right now, because as we've seen in the last month or so, it's just been unacceptable, frankly. There's been too much lag. There's been too many red bars. There are just so many people running around that you can't seem to damage. They're warping around the screen. You can't shoot them. And it's been just a real nightmare to compete in the Crucible. So this should at least help things. They're starting it off in Control to give it a test. And then theoretically, if it works out, it'll make a broader rollout to the rest of the playlist. Now, one phrase that struck me as particularly interesting was, "will make playlists more responsive to the overall composition of the player population." So hopefully, as the player population fluxes, as it grows, as it contracts, depending on how new the content is and what's going on in Destiny, hopefully these playlists will now kind of choose what kind of matchmaking they want to have based on how many people there are to choose from, because you can have a lot more of an emphasis on skill-based matchmaking if your population is huge. But as the population decreases, you really want to prioritize connection-based matchmaking to make sure that everybody who does want to still play the game is getting the best possible experience. So big news. Jump into Control over the next couple of days. See if you are seeing any of the improvements that they're talking about. Hopefully we'll see much better ping times, much better connections in the Crucible. That's going to do it for now. We'll have to wait and see if these changes actually affect anything, but I'm very hopeful. I definitely would like to see a better matchmaking experience in the Crucible. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.